We all know the frustration of that black, gritty, grinding paste that coats our drivetrains. It's a magnet for dirt, it stains everything, and it actively wears down your expensive components. The solution is ditching that messy oil for hot wax, but that process can seem intimidating. Today, we're looking at a potential solution that promises to ditch the drip lube for good. The complete RideFlare bicycle chain wax melting system. This is an all-in-one kit that promises to make this high-performance upgrade simple and accessible for everyone. So let's explore the entire waxing process and find out if it delivers on that promise. Right out of the gate, let's get this thing unboxed and see exactly what you get for your money. Opening it up, the first item we're pulling out is this 500-gram bag of RideFlare Premium Chain Wax. Next up is this blue, foldable metal stand. This is the chain hanging stand, and it's designed to attach right to the side of the wax melter. This is a clever design, as it's where you'll hang the chain to let the excess wax drip off and cool. Then we have this simple but essential tool, the chain coupler. It's basically a sturdy wire loop with a handle. This is what you'll use for safely lowering the chain into the hot wax, moving it around to ensure full penetration, and then hanging it on the stand to dry without burning your fingers. And here's the main component, the blue digital wax melter. This is the heating pot where all the magic happens. It feels solid, and that digital display is what provides the precision waxing control they advertise. Finally, the kit includes a comprehensive user manual. Taking a quick look, it has clear diagrams and step-by-step instructions. This makes the system seem very easy for beginners to use, which is great because waxing can be intimidating at first. Let's get it all set up, and there it is, the entire system assembled. We've got the hanging stand attached to the melter, the coupler ready, and the wax waiting. It looks like a complete self-contained station. Before we even think about dipping a chain into hot wax, there's a bit of dirty work that comes first, and it's honestly the most important part of the whole process. Getting that chain completely clean. Waxing only works when the chain is spotless, so it has to come off the bike for a real deep clean. Everything starts with pulling the chain off the bike so it can get a genuine deep clean. Once it was detached, we placed it inside a wire mesh basket to keep it contained while we worked. We sprayed WD-40 over the entire length to break down the stubborn dirt and make it easier to lift away. A brush comes next, working over each part of the chain. The outside plates, the rollers, and the inner gaps between the links. That brushing stage shakes loose the grime that's been building up over time. When that's done, the chain is wiped thoroughly to clear off anything left behind. The drying process is then absolutely essential. It must be completely dry before meeting the melted wax, so we wipe it with a clean microfiber cloth until it's free of moisture and ready for the next phase. With a perfectly clean and dry chain, the lubrication process can finally begin. We're taking the RideFlare wax melter and filling it with the black wax pellets from the pouch. We're turning the device on, and you can see the digital display light up. We're setting the temperature. The ideal range for most chain wax is typically between 75 and 95 degrees Celsius, or about 170 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. The solid pellets will now slowly melt into a liquid bath of lubricant. This takes a few minutes, so you have to be patient and let the melter do its job. Alright, we have a perfectly liquid bath of molten wax. We're taking our clean chain, which we've looped onto the wire hook tool, the coupler. This allows us to handle the chain safely and ensures the entire thing can be submerged. We're lowering the chain completely into the molten wax. It's often recommended to let it sit for a few minutes so the metal of the chain heats up to the same temperature as the wax. We're gently swishing the chain around in the pot, articulating the links. This helps the wax penetrate deep inside the chain rollers, which is where the lubrication really needs to happen, not just on the outside. After a few minutes of immersion, we're slowly lifting the chain out of the wax pot. You can see the excess wax dripping off. We're then hanging it on that dedicated stand attached to the RideFlare unit. This is such a smart feature. It allows the excess wax to drip off and right back into the pot, so there's almost no waste, and you can reuse it for your next session. The chain is now left hanging to cool completely. As it cools, that molten wax solidifies, forming a hard, dry, and incredibly slick layer of lubricant over every single part of the chain. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes, and the chain is now cool to the touch. The wax has hardened, and as you'd expect, the chain feels stiff. The links are kind of locked in place. This is totally normal, so don't be alarmed. The next step is to carefully thread the chain back through the rear derailleur. Pay close attention here. Make sure you route it correctly through the derailleur cage and jockey wheels, and then onto the chain rings and cassette cogs. Once it's in place, pull the links plates apart, locking it securely in place. Now for the final check, we're pedaling the bike and running the chain through all the gears. You'll hear some cracking and snapping sounds. Again, this is normal. This action is helping to break the initial stiffness of the wax on the outside of the links, which allows the chain to articulate freely. This also sheds any small, excess flakes of wax that don't need to be there. And that's it. The final result is a perfectly clean, smoothly running chain. That right there is the magic of waxing. So, the RideFlare bicycle chain wax melting system is a complete, easy-to-use kit that guides you into the world of hot wax. The process definitely takes more time than dripping on lube, especially the crucial cleaning step. But the result is an incredibly clean, quiet, and efficient drivetrain that lasts for hundreds of miles. If you're tired of chainring tattoos and constant degreasing, this system is absolutely worth a look. Check the description for the purchase link, get one for your bike, and share your experience in the comments below. Thanks for watching.